Reclined Gomukhasana, or cow face pose. Cross one knee over the other, flexing at your ankles. Hold on to the outer edges of your feet or the tops of your shins. Gently pull the legs up towards your chest and breathe. You should feel the stretch in your outer hips. Hold for a few cycles of breath and then switch to the other side. Starting from a seated position, reach the arms up over the head, drop the right hand to the outside of the left knee, sitting up tall for a gentle twist. Take a couple breaths and then inhale up and over to the other side. Fingertips behind you kind of help prop you up, sitting up tall, shoulders over the hips. Inhale up and release the arms, and then go ahead and walk the arms out in front of you, fold forward. Take about 3 breaths in this position, and then walk your hands over to the left side and back through center and over towards the right side. Watch out for the doggy. And back through center, and then come sitting up tall. Shoulder stretch with strap. Hold on to the strap with enough space to go up and over your back. Inhale as you lift your arms up, and exhale as you bring the strap behind you. Go slowly and widen hands if necessary. If you find a tight spot, feel free to stay a little longer there. Continue on your breath for 4 to 5 rounds. Modified cat-cow. From a tabletop position, inhale as your chest reaches forward for cow pose. Exhale, tuck your chin for cat. Go back and forth on your breath. As an added challenge, on your next cat pose, lift your hips high and hover your knees. Hold for a few breaths, and then press back to a modified downward facing dog with knees deeply bent. Press your chest towards your thighs and really try to lengthen through the spine. Down dog to plank. Before settling into down dog, take the time to warm up your ankles and calves. Bend the knees deeply to lengthen the spine. Shift forward to plank pose, keeping the hips in line with the shoulders. Always feel free to put the knees down. Press yourself back to downward facing dog. It's okay to keep your knees bent. Better to have a flat back and knees bent versus straight legs and a rounded spine. Shift forward again to plank pose. Don't forget to breathe here. And back to downward facing dog. Power chair pose. Holding a ball or block, lift arms up and sit back into chair pose. Bring the ball behind your back with the right arm and back up with the left. Exhale down and inhale back up. Make big circles with arms. Now switch directions. Go back with the left and up with the right. This is a great posture to strengthen your glutes and your quads. Figure 4 standing balance. Cross right leg over left with knee bent and ankle flexed. Bring hands together. Reach back with your hips into a squat. Bend into your left leg. Hold for several breath cycles. Release, knee forward. Now let's do the other side. Hands can stay on hips if necessary. Most important is find a focal point and don't forget to breathe. Inhale, arms extend. Exhale, forward fold with a flat back to Uttanasana. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, hands down, hop to low plank. Shift over to the knife edge of your right foot, side plank. As an option, try to lower your right hip and your left arm to the mat. Back to side plank. Pause in high plank. Shift over to the knife edge of your left foot. Raise the right arm up. Again, as an option, lower your left hip and your right arm. High plank. Shift back to downward facing dog for a moment. Take a breath or two. Step or hop to the front of the mat on your exhale. Inhale to half forward fold. Exhale, fold. And inhale back to standing. And exhale, release. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Exhale, hands down, hop to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, back to downward dog. Hop forward to a low squat. And hop back to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Take a breath and hop back to a low squat and back to low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale back to downward facing dog. Hop forward, low squat, and back to low plank, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, and exhale back to downward dog and rest.